What's up, guys? Today we're looking at some of the best drop spots for the brand new wrecked season of Fortnite. Now, there are a ton of drop spots on the map. Some of them were here last season, but these are the ones that I think are my absolute favorite this season. So the first one is actually a really good spot because it's an oasis that automatically gives you shields. I don't know how many people know about this, and I don't know if there's multiple of them, but this little pond in the new sand area gives you 1 shield per second as you stand in this water. Now I've got bots dropping with me, so I'm going to have to take care of them. But as you notice, my shield bar right here will start ticking up slowly as I'm in the water. So you can land here in solos, probably not great for duos or above, but solos, there's usually 1 or 2 chests here. You can get your shields full, and then you can proceed to rotate really wherever you want from here. So this might be one of the best solo drop spots. There's not a ton of loot, but you are right next to a couple of the bosses where you can go and get the medallions, or you can just go jump in there and get more loot. So I'll pick up all pick up all the bot stuff and go up on my rotate. Second spot was there last season. It's this airport on the side of the map. Now this one was even there season 1 as well, and it was a perfect spot to rotate to the Peter Griffin medallion. But you can really hit 3 of these spots here. There are 3 little drop spots that you hit on the way here, and you can get loot initially, and then if your spot is too hot below, you can rotate elsewhere, or you can continue on the rotate path. The key to a good drop spot is not only loot, but also how can you rotate out of it if you're in danger or if the storm's coming in somewhere near you. So as you can see, I'm heading to this mountain first. This mountain's going to give me a couple chests, and also this is the mountain where the radar spawns, where the guys will eventually spawn that give you the key card. You can see it right below me there. But we'll drop on these 2 chests here, and there's usually at least 2 here, sometimes 3, and some ammo. So I'm going to grab the ammo box here, grab whatever on the ground is loot, and you'll see I can get some of the initial shielding out of the way before I continue on my drop path. Now we have a guy here who I'm going to miss repeatedly, even though it's a bot. My assault rifle game, not great right now, but we're going to take care of him and then continue on the loot path here. I think that was Scarlet Witch. I love that skin. One of my favorites. So you can run down here. There's usually some chests around the tower. Now remember that spot because you can rotate back up there after a couple circles and kill the guards and get the key card. So from here, one of the leftovers from season 1 is this house here that's got the little rebel insignia on the top. That means there's better weapons here. This is where I like to rotate. You could start your rotate here or on the mountain, but if you run down to the basement here, you can see the symbol. There's all these cases with good loot. So even if you have to, you could just drop here, immediately run to the basement, grab the loot, and run. It's always there, and it's always somewhat decent. As you can see, I got a pretty good gold shotgun there. That's a really good get on this rotate. So from here, I'll usually take care of most of what's here. You can see that I saw some shooting. I think it's the new bosses on the battle bus, which is kind of terrifying if they see you and start shooting at your house. But I'll grab a nice gold crossbow here. Usually there's a chest and a splash barrel up in the attic. Sometimes they're not there. And in that little shed there, there's usually stuff. Also in the basement, the porta potty takes you right out front here. So if you have to make a quick escape, it's perfect. So from here, I'm going to rotate down to the airport. The airport, I feel like, doesn't get as much love as it should. There's quite a bit of loot here, and there's loot out on the beach as well. So the airport would be perfect for duos and trios. Squads, it might get a little sparse, but it depends on how many chests drop. So you can see in here, we've got a whole bunch. Hold on, got to take care of another bot today. Seems like there's a ton of bots to start the season. Crossbow, couple shots, good to go. So we're going to finish looting here. We're going to have chests here. There's one in the corner. These don't always spawn, but usually at least one of them does. Usually always a chest in here, and there's a rack here with shield mushrooms and usually an ammo box. And then if you go in the airport proper, you're going to see this new guy who sells the purple combat shoddy and Nuka-Colas, which is a great thing to have because sometimes shotties can be hard to get right off the bat. So You can see I rotate here a lot because I know the path, but if you run up to the tower, you're going to have a chest in there, and then usually 1 to 2 up here and an ammo box. It's also a great place to get a car because this season it's almost impossible to win without a car, at least through mid-game. So you can hit the car, you can jump through this, and you can rotate right over to Peter Griffin's old house, or even right here to where this car shop is. Now watch as I try to hit my crossbow, and for some reason, Epic, you can't shoot through railings. I don't understand why, so I'm going to DMR him, even though I hate the DMR. But that's spot 2. Spot 3 is another one that was here before, but it is still one of my favorites, and it's less busy now that everything's not down here. It's down in the lower right corner. It's also close enough to the sand area that you can rotate pretty easily. Like the last one, this one's also going to have one of those spots where you can drop high, get a few weapons, assess the situation, make sure that there's nobody down below before continuing down, because the last thing you want to do is drop in a spot, don't find a weapon, and you get killed right away. So I always like to try to find these drop spots with an outlook with a couple guns where I can see what the situation is and then continue on. So I'm going to land up here by the jump pad, and there's usually always 1 to 3 chests. Of course, the shotgun's not going to shoot far enough away for me to kill that guy, so I'm going to ignore him, another bot. But you can always get a couple barrels, a couple chests up here, so you're decently kitted up here. And the key is, like I said, if you look down below, there's a bunch of people, you can rotate out of here. But from here, I will usually, after I find where this bot went, and finish him off because it annoys me. And it's going to take me a ton of shots because I have whatever this pea shooter is. Do you guys find the bots zigzag like this? Like, what is this? What's this kid doing? And then when the overshield and zero build, it's like you got to hit them before they get back up because otherwise you can't. So I'm going to pea shoot this bot until I finally kill him. There you go. Don't worry about my aim. It's whatever. Now you rotate down to the building proper, and there's a ton in here. If you go in here, look at all these chests and splash barrels. Like, this spot is great for duos and up. There's a ton of loot here. There's probably 10 splash barrels overall. There probably 10. There's probably 14 actually. There's a lot of vegetable boxes. There's all kinds of chests. There's all kinds of ammo boxes. Especially this season, there's a ton more ammo. So I'm going to rotate here and just kind of do a lap around. It's also sometimes contested, so you have to just watch that. But you can see there's all these ammo boxes everywhere. Another giant thing of splashes. And I just kind of know this path because I've been here a ton. So once we go in this building, there's sometimes up to 3 chests here. So you want to get the one under stairs and the one upstairs. Sometimes there's one on the roof here as well, but you also have a car, so you can get in the car. But that's all I got today. These are my 3 favorite drop spots in Chapter 3, Chapter 5, Season 3. Let me know if they are yours as well, and I will see you next time.